this particular blog post is really long, and it's from a Mind Lab assignment from last year. It's called How Akonga Learn and Agile Learning. So basically it was an essay that had a look at agile learning principles and how they can benefit kids in terms of making it personalized and responsive. So you basically, in your essay, you've gone through a definition of agile learning and why it might be appropriate in your type of environment, and focused on these particular 4 out of the 12 principles of agile learning, which are valuing individuals and interactions over processes and tools, valuing meaningful learning over the measurement of learning, valuing stakeholder collaboration over constant negotiation, and valuing responding to change over following a plan. So after you kind of unpick what those 4 mean in terms of where they sit in a pedagogy approach to learning and whānau, and I think ILS in particular, so there's a big unpacking of all of that, as well as relating it to kaupapa Māori, because those particular relate to some kaupapa principles, which are talked about in here. Socioeconomic mediation, the principle of the Treaty of Waitangi, and oh, sorry, those 2 don't. They're not directly related. Apologies. Oh, sorry, here we go. Communities of learning. So legitimacy, that each partner has a legitimate right to be here so that actual collaboration can take place, and responsiveness is key, particularly with like being responsive to bicultural Aotearoa. So moving down, it kind of talks about why that would be an appropriate thing to implement, and then there are your references. Again, on here's the actual full 12 principles, and Te Noho Kotahitanga, which is a Unitech thing, and principles of kaupapa Māori. So it was just a look at how agile learning could be used to be more culturally responsive. So the PTCs that relates to is number 5, leadership that contributes to effective teaching and learning, because it's about how you can use your position as an assistant whānau leader or a leader of learning within ILS in order to demonstrate both those principles, but connect them to kaupapa and like Māori values, so that you are responsive to their needs, being a culturally responsive educator. It relates to PTC 6 because it shows that you're planning and implementing an appropriate learning program because you're incorporating those principles into how you do learning. And it relates to PTC 9 because you are talking about how you can use a philosophy or pedagogy of agile learning to respond effectively to diverse needs in learning, strengths, interests, cultural, etc.